So listen, thank you for tuning in to I don't have any answers, but I have an opinion. Today I got on my monocles, I'm on my studious look, but I got a crazy topic for today, a crazy video for today. So let's get right into it. Let's see what I got to say today.
As you said, there's this definition of what a good man is. And usually, when we speak to women, we ask them what type of man they want. Money is really the main fact. Money and height is the two main factors that they always
I've
take into
never heard height.
consideration before they even get to anything else. You get what I'm saying?
course.
So, what do you define a good man as?
Well, me personally, I define a good man as somebody like my father. So my father was like he has a very kind of John Henryism kind of work spirit in that he'll go to work, do overtime, get that bag, come home, he'll come home, take care of the family, and make sure everybody in the family is straight, including the kids. Make sure that my mom is emotionally stable in that moment, whatever she needs in that moment, she has it, and then he'll make sure that the rest of the family is okay. Yes, what it is to be a good man is to make sure that people around you, the people that you love, are good. And to what extent that is, like to what
Wow.
degree you're splurging on your family or your friends or your girl, to what degree you're out here putting your girl in the nicest whatever, that's different for everybody and their preference, right? But the basic foundation of a good man is somebody who is honest, who is hardworking, and
How many
who is
Birkins
compassionate.
did your father buy your mom?
None. But he brought her to the United States. So.
Okay. Because some women do get that
So I
confused
just
as well
want
as far as
to I want to
what a
rewind
man
this
can provide
because
and buy for them, or what kind of.
because what she said, what a man is and what her father is, are two different things. Shout out to her father because he seems like he's a great man. But just understanding the difference of what a man is. But see how she said one thing her dad does, and then what the actual man is. So hold on, let's see.
And
How many
who's
Birkins
compassionate.
did your grand?
You're splurging on your family or your friends or your girl, to what degree you're out here putting your girl in the nicest whatever, that's different for everybody and their preference, right? But the basic foundation of a good man is somebody who is honest, who is hardworking. And
So she just described what a man is to her as somebody that's honest and somebody that's hardworking. What she explained earlier about her dad, how he's the mom and then the kids and all that. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that her definition of a man is more elaborate than what she described as her dad. I'm just putting it out there.
How many
who's
Birkins
compassionate.
did your father buy your mom?
None. But he brought her to the United States. So.
It's a blessing.
Because some women do get that confused as well as far as what a man can provide and buy for them, or what kind of lifestyle, luxurious vacations they could go on and things that they get those kind of confused.
And that's
I
the
think that's certain women.
That's certain
I don't
women,
think all
exactly.
women look for that
That's
because
a fact.
I could
That's
get a
not all
man
women.
today in my face that has all the money in the world to provide me those things, but I don't want that from
And
you. I don't care for that. I want you to make sure that I'm good emotionally. I want to go out play
What
Oh man, my fault, y'all.
I could both work with authority, like,
on daddy? I even heard her one.
and more so, I'm independent. I never asked whoever.
Daddy don't even tell me what to do. Like, you get what I'm saying? So some
Oh,
women
man,
always say that
that's bad.
leading thing, but I find that some women find it very difficult to follow a man's authority, like because of how they've been conditioned. So if I am trying to lead you in a way, you might challenge me in a way and feel like, oh well, my own daddy. I even heard her woman. My own daddy don't even tell me what to do. Like, you get what I'm saying? So sometimes when men try to lead a woman, they're so caught up in, oh well, he's trying to control me or dictate what I'm doing. Like, so there's a pushback.
It depends on both parties. Like, what's the man's mental capacity and what's the woman's mental capacity, and how you guys can help each other, and how you guys can both work with authority. Like, I'm a woman. I am more so. I'm independent. I never asked whoever.
You're an adult.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Why you
It's
say
normal.
adult like that? Like,
In Atlanta. In Atlanta.
So my thing is, I'm rewinding this for a second.
if I am trying to lead you in a way, you might challenge me in a way and feel like, oh well, my own daddy. I even heard her woman. My own daddy don't even tell me what to do. Like, you get what I'm saying? So sometimes when men try to lead a woman, they're so caught up in, oh well, he's trying to control me or dictate what I'm doing. Like, so there's a pushback.
It depends on.
So my personal opinion only, is that women and men have to understand their roles, right? Even in the Bible, they have roles. So you can't say you believe in God and you don't believe in roles, right? Um, every other thing runs smoothly, like businesses, cars, everything has a system, right? And a man's job, as I always say, is to lead, protect, and provide, right? That's what makes a man, right? So when you're picking men, ladies, you have to pick a man that can lead you to where you want to go. This equality thing is now going deeper than what it's really supposed to, in my personal opinion. Equality is that we get the same pay, but now you're moving gender roles around, right? So, for example, a man's job is to lead and protect, right? So I can't lead you and protect you if everything we do is an argument, right? So we're changing equality and we're changing the roles of a man and a woman, and that's why some men are becoming soft and some women are becoming hard, right? But at the end of the day, when you're choosing a man, he's supposed to lead you. Even when a man goes to the altar to get married, he is there first. The woman is walked down the aisle by her father or whoever she chooses of some type of man. The reason why that is because the father is usually passing over to her husband, saying that it's your job now to provide and protect this woman. If you are dating a man that you can't, now it's going to come out harsh, but it's the truth, be willing to submit and sometimes shut up for, you don't need to be with that man, because that means you do not trust him. Now, you can do healthy communication to where, like, babe, I don't think that's right for us. But when it comes to the ultimate decision, he needs to choose that. He needs to choose the last decision. That's why when a woman goes out on a date with a man, she says, oh, he doesn't ask you where do you want to go to eat. You expect him to pick. You women like to alter and do when you want to use certain roles, and you can't do that. And then when you do, you want to wonder why you're in bad relationships, because you picked a man that can't lead you. No matter what you women say, you are looking for a man to lead you. The problem is did you pick the right man to lead you, and are you submissive enough to allow one to? Because a lot of women can't be quiet, and a lot of men can't lead. Now, they'll say, oh, well, James, men can't lead. No, it's the men that you're choosing. Sit your behind down somewhere, learn who you are, what you're looking for, your value, where you're at in the dating marketplace, and figure out where you want to go. But until you find a man that you can follow and sometimes be quiet, now everybody be like, oh, James, you don't tell a woman to be quiet. In a sense, yes. In a sense, yes. Because you picked me to lead you. That's why you chose me as the man. So women, don't pick men that you can't follow behind. Period.
On both parties, like, what's the man's mental capacity and what's the woman's mental capacity, and how you guys can help each other, and how you guys can both work with authority. Like, I'm a woman, I am more so, I'm independent. I never asked whoever.
You're an adult.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Why you say
Normal.
adult like that? Like...
In Atlanta, it's different here. Like, just trying to explain it, just like piggybacking off of what they both said. Like, everybody in Atlanta is important in their own little way. Everybody think they the shit. So
A celebrity.
Yeah,
rather.
A local ass
Rather.
celebrity.
So just going back to
Sound
what
like
you
New York.
said, just like, you know,
I mean,
why
no.
is it hard dating in Atlanta and stuff? It's like there is the ratio, women to men. Yo, like, they know they can act bad because there's bitches out here that will really grovel at your
They'll
knees.
take it.
And some
and
girls
they
just
take
want
that
the
shit.
money.
Yeah,
they
they
just want
take
their bills paid, and that's good for them.
Stop. Women, and this ain't the bad women at all, because I got something for men too, but women, you gotta understand that's everywhere. Like, for everybody that's watching this is everywhere. Like, women have to learn the dating marketplace, and so do men. because that's just not in Atlanta, that's everywhere. When you're a good man, think about it. Think about all the single women in the world. Women, think about all your old head friends that are single. And now men, think about all your old head friends that are single. Which one do you think is more? There's more single women than there are single men. The reason why is because the dating marketplace is slim for women. They say there's a small percentage of all the men hitting all the women in the world. Small percentage. I don't know the exact fact, but I'm gonna look it up after this video. Small percentage. And then you go into height, you go into money, then you go into all different kind of other stuff, your look preference, all that kind of other stuff. But a lot of times men can't provide. Men cheat, men lie. There's gay men. There's all different types of stuff that go into play. And then women want astronomical things from men. And men usually just want somebody that looks good, somebody that's caring, somebody that's kind, somebody that's loving. And some men, not myself, I don't really care about how much money you make, but some men want a woman that makes money. But that's just slim men. They don't care. As long as you look good, that's really what matters. Women have astronomical things you looking for in a man.
But it ain't good for me.
So with that being said, that's a big arrow pointing on women should be accountable for the decision that's being made.
Of course, not only, but then
And men.
you have to be the type of, like, if you're that type of woman, and that's the thing, like, I know women, I work, and I was a bottle girl for a little bit, and there's two kinds of girls that I noticed in the bottle girl, the waitresses, whatever. And I feel like we're a good representation of the culture in Atlanta because we see it, like, we hear everything. And there's the girls who are there to make money because they're there to do a job. And then there are girls who are there to make connections, to network. And those networking, whatever, is not necessarily for business. It's really to find somebody that's going to pay their bill for the next month. Those women do exist. I'm not saying that those women do not exist.
They do.
But
for sure.
That's where the accountability on the man comes in. Okay? That's when you decide, okay, peep game. This girl clearly need whatever $1,500 for her rent. She asked me for $1,500 on the 28th. Is obviously for rent. This is the type of shorty I'm dealing with. Move on. But don't classify every woman kind of like, oh, we're gold digging, whatever. That's my issue. Is that there's a lot of women out here that's really getting it on their own, that really just want emotional stability from a man. And the thing is, these niggas is not emotionally stable.
So I want to piggyback off what she said.
But even that, y'all, that man that's giving that woman that money, he doesn't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying?
So what I was gonna say was I spoke to a group of men last week about the same issue. Okay, you said there's women that's there to work and there's women that's there to network. Now, we did this based off bodies. Believe it or not, in Atlanta is either BBL or natural, and the BBLs is taking over. And so what I told him is I think it's just very crazy to me that how a woman could have a BBL and you guys will literally go pay for her bills, her rent, her car note, her food, her groceries. But then you get a woman like me that's working, doing all this business by myself, for myself. I don't need you. I want you. And you telling me just to like hold it down, just wait. Baby, you're not Future. I'm not waiting.
I feel like men
I'm not waiting.
Really want.
So there's two topics I'm gonna cover, right? So the first topic is about BBL. Not every man wants a BBL. Most men don't. That's just something to look at, right? And we might like their Instagram or whatever it may be, and we might hang out with them or talk to them or whatever it may be. But that stuff really don't matter. I know girls are gonna crucify me on this one. But a lot of men, we don't really care about that. Like, the ones that really, like, get to it, we don't really care about that. Like, it looks good and it's good to walk around with for a little bit, but eventually that stuff get on your nerves. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. Like, it's extra. Like, everybody gonna stare, even though I don't got no problem with that, but it's all not about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to experience. A man wants to experience a girl with a big butt, of course. I've been blessed. But nobody, like, you women make it more overrated than men do. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, we look like, damn, she got a fat butt, but at the end of the day, it's like, that is what it is after you experience it, because at the end of the day, that might keep us okay. The BBL might keep us, but that's not sustaining us. That's a gem right there. it might, it might get us, but it's not going to sustain us, right? You still got to go to the mind. You still got to go to the heart. So just to let you understand, like, that's cool and all, but not every man is looking. Me personally, it is nice to have a girl with a nice body and a nice butt. I can't lie. Lord forgive me if I'm not supposed to say that, but it is the truth. You know what I'm saying? She got a nice body. It does enhance me to talk to her, but that doesn't keep me, right? That doesn't keep me. And the second thing that I would like to cover in this topic is to you women that are getting it, you can provide all your bills and on your own. A lot of times what happens to y'all is y'all now become masculine. I don't care that you get to a bag. No disrespect. That is good for you. And this might be my own personal thing. But I don't care if y'all get to a bag. I'm still looking for you to be feminine. I don't care about that you get to money. I'm looking you to be catering. I don't care if you get to the bag. I'm still looking for you to be loving. I don't want a man. I'm looking for a woman. So it's good that you provide for yourself, but make sure that you understand when you're dealing with a man. For example, shout out to this young lady if she sees this and she remembers me talking to her about this. But I asked her, does she want me to get her bag? She says, no, I got it. I don't need a man. That's a prime example, right? So only thing you're doing is telling a man to, one, leave you alone because you don't need my help, and I'm not changing who I am because I'm a man. And the way I was taught, my mom taught me to carry the bags. So what happens is to men like myself, is you're teaching me that the greatest value and assets that I have is don't need it. So you're creating toxic habits that I'm going to remove myself from because I'm looking for a woman that plays roles, even though she can carry the bags in herself. But if I say, baby, can I have that bag from your hands? She says, sure, baby, thank you. It makes me feeling appreciative of that I took the bag from her hands. So just because you get to a bag, if you get to a bag, congratulations. But make sure you remain feminine and make sure you remain appreciative.
The more shallow women, because the shallow women don't challenge them as much as women like me.
Exactly.
You have women, and I've heard this from somewhere, you have women that are placeholders and you have women that are game changers. The placeholders in Atlanta, they make it hard for us game changers because it's like, okay, I'm a man, you know, I got a placeholder, I got a game changer that's like making me tap into myself more, whether that's mentally, emotionally, anything like outside of finances and stuff. And then I got this chick over here, she gonna do what I want her to do. She gonna give me the brain on her. And I'm gonna do what I want for her, and she's easier to get access to whenever I need her. So fuck her. Fuck the game changer. I'm gonna go with the placeholder.
Nah, see, the problem is you gotta be both. Right? Just like you want a man to be loving, emotional, intelligent, you also want him to be a gangster and protect you. You have to be both. Just because you can provide for yourself or you're a game changer, that don't mean you stop being loving and kind and nurturing and catering. Duh. Right? So that's why, thank you, Lord. So this is why men have multiple women. Because exactly what she says. Because they're not coming as one. And that's why I've been single for 6-7 years now. Because once I can find that woman that I can find both, that's a game changer and can stimulate my mind, but also is loving, kind, nurturing, and can double what I give. As in, if I give her something, for example, if I give her food, she can make it a meal. If I give her home, if I give her a house, she can make it a home. So that's what's wrong with you women. And that's why men deal with multiple women. The difference between a man and a woman is usually a woman will stay with one man. The reason why men cheat is because he'll use you for, like she said, he'll use you to be the game changer and use her to be the nurturer, right? But let me back this up because this is one thing I tell women. Just because your man cheated, that don't mean you're doing something wrong, right? That doesn't mean you did something wrong, right? Because men by nature are hunters, so we might not love that woman at all, right? First of all, I don't cheat, but men are natural hunters, so we might like the way she looks, but we don't know nothing about her, and then we'll cheat with her and then go right back to you like nothing ever happened, because we just was physically attracted to her. But I know I've been rambling, so let's get back to this.
I need right now.
They
That's
just go with the
Atlanta.
flow
That's my
type of
thinking.
bitches.
That's Atlanta.
It is Atlanta, and what you said with the whole BBL versus natural thing. Oh, bro, I've literally it's girls that I work with, they go get their body done and their tips go up exponentially.
So can we like be honest real quick, right? Cause we have this conversation and women swear they don't get BBLs for niggas.
Sly.
But we all know they getting the BBLs for niggas.
Oh yeah,
So-
It
So-
depends on the age, I think.
What age are they not
What
getting?
age
for
you
niggas?
were?
I think that if you're a woman that's already had a couple kids and you're in your mid-30s and you get a BBL, I think you really are doing it for yourself. You know, you get like hanging skin on your stomach and stuff. Like you really are doing it for
You
yourself.
also have those that are up in that age, and it's like, damn, they're like, okay, well, who I'm finna date now and had these kids.
And they look at us.
body
Exactly.
is
They look
bad.
at us younger
And it's
girls
like,
as
yeah,
competition
I'm
now.
about to keep up with the younger ones that's still young and tight and right.
Yeah.
I'm about
And
to
then
go get my
So it's still
women,
for men.
us women, the
still
way we
proving the point.
interact with each other in Atlanta is competition. Even going out to eat,
Out
I can't
the
get a nice
gate.
waitress because
Out the
she
gate.
want to have an attitude and
Do-
think she better than me. And
do-
girl, I'm just trying to
Do
get
you
service.
do you
hot,
ladies have a
fake
problem with competing for a man?
Oh no.
Would you say?
Mm-mm.
No.
Wait, what was the question? Jim?
Would you compete for a man?
Oh, you mean
No, I asked. Did you?
Oh,
you was
would
right.
I?
Yeah. Would you compete
would
for
I
a man?
compete for a man? No.
You do every day.
We're not doing that.
We not doing that.
No.
Why not?
Last time I checked, I feel like a lot of men want to take things back into the day where they did have a lot of more say so. I feel like if you want that, you have to play your role. So that means sometimes you do have to chase the woman because we're supposed to be the trophy.
But if
Yeah.
you're
I'm
saying
trying
that
to
there's an
understand when
influx
the
of,
roles
you're
change.
saying the numbers are so like skewed in Atlanta where
It doesn't
there's clearly
create-
more women than men, and
Okay.
then we talking about straight men. Or
But
whatever
I'm
it-
Again, that is everywhere. I'm sorry, women. Sometimes you women are delusional.
Firm.
But of course you would have to compete for the guys that when women talk about men, they usually talk about the financial status.
Right.
The women that had that BBL, they are competing for that man because they know what that man likes, like what he's attracted to. They know how to manipulate or entertain his ego, rub his ego and shit like that. So that is a form of competing. You can't just sit back and be like,
It
well, he
is.
should choose me
And
when he
that's-
has the bulk of
that's
options.
I've already
for them.
lost the
That's-
game.
That's for those girls. That's for the BBL girls. Like, bro, let me say something. I'm a firm believer in what's meant for me will be for me. Whatever man is meant for me, maybe that's for a season, for a reason. God, he take my ass, he be like, teaching your ass another lesson today. And I take it for what it is. But am I allowed to sit here and compete? Bro,
There's a lot of women. there's a
God
lot of-
gonna teach you to compete for a man. If it's a right man, you gonna lose your opportunity
Yeah.
thinking that a man gotta chase you.
I-
A man should court his woman as well.
I feel like
But you
I'm
gotta
both-
understand.
I feel
No,
like
no, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm sorry to cut her off. But listen, ladies, you gotta understand this. You compete for a man every day. So can you please, I can't wait to have a daughter. I'm gonna put her on so much game because it's not competing in the way that you think. It's not about running a race, right? But every day you're competing for a man, especially if you're single. That's why a lot of women nowadays are single. Period. It's because you guys compete. You guys usually, I think it's 30%. You women usually want the 30% man and think you're not competing. That's delusional. Right? Because the pool is so slim for good men. So you are competing every single day. Right? So, women, you have to stop thinking you're not.
like we're both equally
And that's if he
important,
has.
though.
Oh, let me go back a second. And for when men come and chasing women, that's not how it works. For me anyway, I can only speak for me, right? To me, a good man don't chase, and I tell women this all the time. If a man's chasing you, don't date him. Don't date him. Because when he catches you, it's over. He might not cheat, but it might be over in his own life. He might stop striving for goals. Because he's chasing you, so the things he's doing is to obtain you. So he might get the bag just to obtain you. He might be chasing you, sending you flowers just to get you. And once he gets you, what happened? Date a man that's on morals and principles and that's striving for his own goals. Like for me, for example, once I make a move on a female, so if I go up to a female and say, hey, you know, my name is James, I think you're beautiful, when you want to get something to eat. And she's like, oh, well, I have Tuesday and Thursday. All right, I'm going to pick a day. Boom. Right? Once we go out, if I DM her again, like, oh, when we going to hang out, and she just hearts it or something like that, that's dead. Right? Or if I give her a day and she don't pick a day, that's dead. That chase, because why? No disrespect to women. Men are the prize. That's what women are not understanding. It doesn't matter how equality you want it. Men are the prize. Women are a blessing. Men are the prize. I know I'm going to get flack for this one, and I love it. But it's the truth. If you really pay attention, men are the prize. And I'm going to break that down in another video because I know I'm going to catch flack for this one. But men are the prize. Remember that. Not a grown boy, a man.
A man is willing to compete for the
like
right
that's
woman
No
as
problem.
well.
If I want a woman, I will compete for her.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
me.
not.
But I feel like that's if he has shown me, okay, let's just say we're single, we're both single, and he's taking me out on dates. Lord, if he out taking another girl on dates, whatever, I don't need to know that. If he's taking me out, he's doing the things that he needs to do to show me that I'm special to him, or he feels the way about me, and I appreciate that. Then of course I'm gonna fight for my man. But if he off rip coming off like he the trophy and I'm supposed to be chasing him,
I already-
believe contrary to
Honestly,
belief, a lot of men out here think they are future. I don't
You're
care
you're
nobody
thinking
say.
about the
Not at
negative
all.
aspect of having that situation happen.
But
But
that's
that's
what
what
we're dealing
happens,
with
baby.
here.
That's what happens.
Okay,
I love
I'm
women.
not saying don't have your guard up, but I'm saying
Yeah,
if
definitely
you
gotta
go in
have
there and
it
say,
up.
"Hey, I'm willing to compete for a good man," just like how we are willing to compete for a good woman. If your energy is on that, positive things would happen. You get what I'm
But
saying?
here's the thing,
if you
though.
come in thinking about all the toxic shit, oh niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't. You know what you're gonna find?
Exactly,
Ain't shit
yeah.
nigga.
Here's the thing, though, right? We as women, specifically black women, and specifically black women in Atlanta, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have time to sit here and chase a nigga. There is too much money to be made out here. And let me tell you something else. A lot of these dudes, from what I've been hearing, are not trying to really be, like, you know, trying to have a.
Women, never chase a man either. Don't chase a man either. But once he makes it known that he's interested, let him know back that that you're interested in him, right? It's not about chasing anyone. Don't never chase anyone on either side, because if you have to chase, it's not for you, right? Catch the next bus.
A girl like in the house, you know, working on herself while he over there doing whatever. That setup right there, a lot of modern men are not comfortable with that provider, 100% provider setup today in the modern world, correct?
What do you mean?
So that means
Facts.
as black women, being one of the largest demographics graduating from college right now, right? Being, you know, closing that gender wage gap every year as black women, going into the workforce, earning more money every year.
Which I volunteered to do, by the way, because
We-
y'all fought for these rights.
You're right, because
We'll
we
get
have
back to
men
that.
there.
We'll get back to that. Hold
Don't
that.
fight for the rights and then be upset
No,
that
no,
y'all
no,
gotta
no,
work.
we're not
like-
complaining. We're not
Okay,
complaining.
okay.
That's
not
another
upset
thing.
at
None
all.
of us are complaining about the position that we have fought for.
Okay.
That being said, that does not create any time in my life, and I wasted time doing that, being a bad boy chaser. Chasing these bad boys, chasing these niggas that look like they had it, whatever.
Right.
I wasted time. I'm not doing that shit no more. The past 2 years, I wasn't doing that shit.
What you
So-
say
so,
you wasted time
Oh,
chasing them?
James, I'm about to start preaching. So listen, like she said, a lot of you women went to bad boys in the beginning, and then realize when you're 27, 28, 30 years old that, dang, where did the time go? And then you're looking for a good guy, and you're like, no, I want the young John. Or no, I'm already married. Or no, I'm not looking for a relationship because now you both are 30 years old and he just got out of a long-term relationship, so now he just wants to have fun. So ladies, to any young ladies that watch this, please understand, learn from your older women. That bad boy that's making you chase or that's toxic, you don't want him, sweetheart. Or the nigga that's hustling, scamming, selling drugs, you don't want him, sweetheart. Honestly, you want the nigga that's going to work every day. Right? Don't have your fun years because the clock is ticking for you women, literally. The older a man gets, the more valuable he becomes. The older the woman gets, the less valuable she becomes. Men date down. Women date up. Just to put that out there.
Bad boy.
Yeah,
Word,
so
man.
quality man
Come
like
in.
me, a quality man like me who ain't do shit to a woman. Now I gotta suffer the ramifications for
But
your
do you
Yeah, 'cause
bad.
a
why
dirt
do
bag.
you
So now
require
I can't get full
chasing
because
as a
you
man?
got her.
Why do you require chasing from a woman as a man? Like, why do you require that?
You
Because,
just nobody
because,
said chase.
because first of all, because I'm a feminist and I believe in equal opportunity. So as a woman, you have the equal right to chase the man that you want, just like you chase the
Do
career.
you own
that
a
want.
gun?
Huh?
Do you own a gun?
No.
We live in New York.
We live in
man.
New York. That's
Like,
different. You know what I'm saying?
I would if
I
I-
think
the gun laws ain't
I
the
would
same.
if I could, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So-
Have you ever gotten into like a physical altercation with somebody?
Yeah.
Then you're not a feminist.
What?
Innately feminists are nonviolent. That's one of the main pillars of feminism. You cannot like feminism is an ideology.
So the minute,
It's
so the
a
minute,
philosophy.
It's the
It's
Word.
a
So the
philosophy.
minute you defend
Feminism is
yourself,
an
you're not feminist?
ideology. Huh?
so the minute you defend yourself, you're not feminist.
So if you what?
The minute you
The minute you
racist,
defend
bro.
yourself, you're not feminist. Is what you're saying?
If it's for self-defense, that's one thing. But
Nah,
if
you didn't ask him that.
If you're resorting to violence as conflict resolution in any way, shape, or form,
You
Right,
asked
but
somebody-
you didn't ask him that.
Yeah,
You didn't ask him if he
somebody
got into
about
a physical
altercation.
altercation.
Let alone you ain't telling all these women that be slapping
That's
niggas.
fair.
They
Okay,
not
that's fair.
feminists.
That's fair.
Women be
Well,
stay putting their hands on a
But
man.
don't
That ass.
like the thing is with feminism, it's a whole philosophy, it's a whole ideology.
Y'all
it's
keep
like
moving
you
a
have
go-
to
y'all keep moving a
No,
goalpost.
you
It was
have
for
to
equal
study
rights.
it.
It was
You
for
have
equal
to
rights and
study it.
equality, right?
Feminism
Uh-huh.
has always been a philosophy since the conceptualization of first era feminism, second wave, and third wave feminism. It's
And that
always
fourth
been
wave is
a
just I want to be a
philosophy.
man. I want to be superior. Now it now becomes I want to be superior to them. I don't want to be equal to them no more.
No.
Now I want to be
That
superior
is
to
true.
We
them.
want to
Can
be
I say something? Can I say
recognized. We want to be
Y'all
recognized
y'all
for
got
our
more. Y'all got more
achievements.
rights than men.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I believe that too.
In
I know for
Atlanta,
sure.
I will say, a lot more women have businesses. We
Mhm.
have multiple degrees.
Mhm.
We have things going for ourselves.
Good for
I would
them,
say
for
one
sure.
thing that I do run into when dating men, some are more intimidated by that.
Mhm.
Now, it also plays into me being submissive as well,
does.
and him sometimes feeling like he might need to push more of an authority because he may feel like he's, intimidated by me. Like
So, and
sometimes
then I'm
with
gonna end this,
men,
right? What happens to women that have a lot of, achievements, like I said earlier, they become dominant. And it's not even that they might become dominant in the sense, it's just they become not loving. So like for me personally, I'm not looking for an entrepreneur woman. I'm not looking for somebody that's chasing the bag. I'm not looking for any of that. Because if I'm Lord willing, a multi-millionaire, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, that's the last thing I need from my wife is to make a bunch of money. When I come home, I'm looking for somebody to relax on. I'm looking for somebody to kiss and hug on. I'm not looking for somebody to be talking about, babe, I gotta do this, I gotta run here, I gotta go there, I gotta go. I did my running for the day. I'm looking for a wife. I'm not looking for a business partner. Right? But that's why I work so hard and sacrifice so much in my life, personally, to make sure that I'm able to provide for the both of us. Now, there's things that go along with that. About working. She does have to work because she's not going to be yelling at me all day because she's been sitting in the crib all day. But besides that, that's why a lot of you women are single when you go get to the bag. It's actually a study that said that when a woman makes over $100,000 a year, she's usually single because of that situation. Your value actually drops when you make more money. Remind you, a man that stands on morals and principles and that means what he says and says what he means, he's usually not looking for a man or a business partner. He's looking for a wife. Somebody that's loving, nurturing, kind, respectful, articulate. So, that is my opinion. I don't have the answers though, but PNT is the slogan. Stay blessed, and I'm out of here.